Bam, we're live. I can hear you. Oh shit, we're live. Fuck, what am I doing? Oh my god, Hiller's not ready. Oh shit.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm connecting my headphones.
I can't hear you. I know what you're doing. Adjusting your balls. The balls. Where's Caleb sleeping? Where's Matt Souza? Where's the ultimate backup Will Brandstetter? Just us today. Maybe I should share. Maybe I should bring up the your YouTube page. Dude, I don't have enough windows to be hardcore. YouTube and type in HillerFit. Can you hear me now, Andrew? Wow, Dave's on a terror making videos. What is this? Greg Dawn visit. Wags and weights. Can you hear me, Hiller? What is this? I might as well share this screen. What the fuck is going on here? What is this? Share screen. Is anyone watching all the Dave Castro videos? Does anyone have time to keep up with all that? What is this? What is the title of this? What is this? Are you watching the Dave videos, Hiller?
I've seen a handful of them. Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
So, I mean, there's a shitload now.
When you say a shitload, what do you mean?
Okay, well, let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, he puts one out a week. Did you not know that? He's been doing this every week.
I did, but and then a couple weeks ago, I heard him make one where he was considering making 2 a week. Look at.
He's had a couple with 40, 50,000 views.
Oh shit, you're right. CrossFit Games questions the new CEO. Wow. So look at these last 4. CrossFit CEO, then new CEO, then visit with Greg, and then this one says Greg Dawn. Look at this one. Greg Dawn visit. He needs to fix his fucking camera angle.
Yeah, weren't you the head of some media company? Can't you give this guy some tips?
I should give him some tips. I
tried to make a video saying, hey, I'll make these things a little easier to digest, but it doesn't seem to matter because he's getting way more views than my videos get.
I could just give him the tip. Hey, look at down here how it's time coded. Who did that for him? That's not automatic, right?
That? No, that's not automatic.
Okay. Hey, so do you think I can go?
Actually, in one of his videos, maybe 3rd or 4th one, it was a suggestion given to him from his comment section. So I know that he looks at the comments and he addresses them in future videos. And maybe a video after maybe your 3rd or 4th, he's like, hey, I'm going to start timestamping them so more of you guys will watch them.
You think I'd get in trouble for playing this?
No. He would have to do that.
He'd have to go out of his way to fuck me?
Just like CrossFit went out of their way to fuck me when they took down Colton Merton's workout at the games.
They did.
There are like 5 other channels I've seen with entire streams of the CrossFit events, but my Colton Merton's video where it's just a him in his own lane got taken down.
Assholes. I set an interval timer just now, by the way, for 60 minutes.
Okay.
And it to beep every minute.
Okay.
And for the first 30 minutes, I just did 5 squats with 2 30-pound dumbbells, just 5. So I ended up doing 150. And then for the last 30 minutes, I did 7 curl to press with a 30-pound dumbbell, and then the next minute switch to the other hand, so 15 on each side. And during that whole hour, I just watched HillerFit videos.
No way.
Yeah, prepping for this. Pretty good, right? I think my arms got fucking bigger.
You took every time you wanted to jerk off, you did some bicep curls and applied it to your videos.
When I watch your videos, that's all I want to do is jerk off. Okay, let's play a little bit of this Dave thing. Can we?
Yeah, I just told you.
Okay,
hit it.
Easy. Damn, you've been flying all day. What 30 minutes ago, you were on an airplane?
I'm so high strung, dude. I was like getting in here, and these were hooked up to my phone, so I'm like, I can't even hear what he's saying.
Let me ask you this: was it weird? Like I'm 50, so like for me, it was really weird meeting you. Like for those of you who don't know, like Hiller and I have known each other over the internet, and a couple of days ago, both him and Hunter McIntyre rolled into Newport Beach, and these dudes that I've only known from, I still think this is weird, But that was weird meeting. But how would you, have you ever been friends with someone on the internet like we are, and then you meet?
No way. And you know what? Alexis was kind of big on that for a while. And I always thought that it was weird that she would meet up with people she was buddies with on the internet. And it's not that weird. It was cool.
It was cool.
It was cool, right?
Would you tell me if you didn't like me?
Yeah. I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't like you. I think you know that.
Like you would. I do, but I just want
to
hear it.
Did you know that of me?
So no, kind of, but you're so fucking nice to me. It's hard for me to believe that. But, so you basically, we hung out you came by my house this morning. You said bye to the kids, and which was awesome. Made my kids' day. And then
got my drawings.
And then you got on an airplane and you flew home, and then you got off the airplane. And you went straight to your garage and we're talking. So basically, if you didn't like me, you'd be like, fuck it. I'm not doing that anymore.
Correct. Yeah. I know I like the shows. They're good.
I didn't ask if you like the show. It's me.
No, I like doing the shows with you. I mean, you are the shows. I get to chat with you. It's like we're hanging out.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I liked Hunter a lot too. That was easy.
Dude.
He's cool.
I didn't know what to expect from Hunter, and it was only better than I could have ever expected.
Did you win any of the so we went to the yacht club and we all raced, and I didn't see who won the first race because I was in it, and I know I didn't win because when I was done, they were already out of the pool. And then we raced like 25 yards, and then you guys raced again 50 yards, and I know it was neck and neck.
Dude, I think I beat him on the 50-yard one. I don't know who was saying that one or the other won, but I think I touched him on the 50-yarder.
It was hard to tell because he got out of the pool like so fast.
Dude,
where did he go?
I think he had to shit. I think he shit himself a little bit and he got out of there. He disappeared. There's a movie, and I clipped it in one of my videos once. It's called Warrior. And at the end of Warrior, there's this sequence of fights where this guy knocks this guy the fuck out in a UFC cage, and he just leaves. And that's how I felt. It's like someone goes, Hunter, you beat him, and he just got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I saw the end of the race, and I couldn't tell who won.
I think at the very worst, it was a tie, and I think I beat him.
It was 25 meters down. They both did a kick turn and then swam back, and he did a flip turn crazy.
Too. Really?
Yeah.
No shit. He's a good swimmer. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was a good day. I spoke to Miss California Hormones this afternoon. She lost a $10,000 earring at the yacht club.
Oh no.
Excuse me. I know.
It's funny this morning.
I think going down the slide with the kids, she's pretty hardcore. She's going down that slide with the kids, and she was really cool. And she thinks maybe it popped off there. She told me if I went back there and found it, I could have it. I'm thinking about going back tomorrow.
You got a week, right? Go find it.
I'm gonna spend $800 on a metal detector and go back and get it.
Dude, Alexis and I were on this beach this morning. There was this girl walking around with a metal detector, and Alexis goes, "Why do people do that?" And then you're telling me this right now, and it's exactly why she was doing that. Find a $10,000 ring.
Not going to lie. After seeing Hiller's latest IG post, Sevan is way more jacked than I thought. I would not want to be shirtless in the middle of those two guys. Oh, you don't want to be. But you know what?
Or you would want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't lie, Lucky Camera Chef. It was I don't have any brothers, but it felt like we were just three brothers. Hunter, oh yeah, me and Hunter. Hiller and I were already on the boat. Hunter got lost and showed up late. The boat had to turn back and go to shore. He got on the boat. We were stuck on a tiny boat for an hour and a half together with 5 kids. No one knew anyone, and we all felt like family like that.
Dude, wasn't that nuts? Yeah, we don't even know each other, but then we did really well.
So
and Hunter's so cool. You're so cool. It was good.
Thomas. First of all, if this is really Thomas DeLauer, I owe Thomas DeLauer money if that's really Thomas DeLauer. Do you know who that is?
Did you tell anybody? No. It sounds familiar. Why? Why does it sound familiar?
He has a massive YouTube station. I've hung out with him a handful of times. I'm trying to get him on the podcast, and he is jacked out of his fucking mind. I met him through Dave.
Did you tell him about the time you got called fat this weekend?
He's the keto guy.
How you knocked that woman out?
Yeah. It's told I kicked her in the crotch. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
The first half
so
was true. The second half wasn't true.
I
Someone
told the
was
story
called fat.
twice about how you defended me, but you know what? It kind of set me free when she did that.
Explain.
Like, I don't know. I just felt good. She's like, I took off my shirt and she goes, "You're fat." And I go, "I'm not that fat." And then you go, "He's not that fat. Just thick in the midsection." And she goes, "I just expected." And then I was like, "Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay." And then I was free and I just raged. I was free. She set me free.
And then you fasted, and then the next day it looked like you were emaciated.
Yeah,
It literally looked like you did lose a couple percent body fat, which is actually pretty wild. You ever
crazy.
think that? You look very lean the day after you fast.
Oh, that's cool that you said that. I thought I did too, but I didn't want to like ask you guys because what if it was just my imagination?
No, you do.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna fast tomorrow then. I'm gonna fast a day every time before I see you.
You should.
By the way, Hiller doesn't wear a shirt. By the way, people. Hiller doesn't wear a shirt. I don't wear shoes. He doesn't wear a shirt.
I tried not to wear shoes to impress you that first day. And I burned the fuck out of the bottom of my feet walking on the boardwalk. So I bought those flip flops at that boardwalk store, and then I got this like little rash between my toes from the flip flops, and it was a mess. They're good now. They're in their shoes where they're supposed to be.
Well, you tried to go shoeless to impress me. I tried to go shirtless, and some lady called me fat. So
Hunter is certainly fitter than I am.
Oh, this is true. Oh, this is Thomas DeLauer. I gave Sevan his first dose of exogenous ketones, and he tripped balls. I can't. People, don't get carried away. He gave me his first dose of exogenous ketones. He gave it to me in a bottle, and I consumed it on my own. Sounds way too kinky.
There's another question. Hiller, is Sevan as good at throwing frisbees as he claimed? And the answer is yes.
Where do you see that?
It was up a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm savage. I'm glad actually you guys got to see a little bit of that.
Wild. Oh, I made it a point. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was.
I had to make sure that you weren't just bullshitting, but you're good. You just got this full wind up and just like this perfect level frisbee, and your boys are nuts too.
I'm surprised you and Hunter are actually that good. You guys can throw it straight, which is not easy, especially for a Chicago boy.
Yeah, I've never really thrown a frisbee in my life. Baseball, football, I can do that. I can't kick a ball, I can throw a ball, and I can't throw a frisbee.
I'm going to show you this guy, Thomas.
I wanted to wrestle Hunter. I brought it up to him maybe 4 or 5 separate times, and you heard why he couldn't, right?
To be honest with you, it made me so fucking uncomfortable.
When I asked him to wrestle, that made you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't want you, like, it would make it. It's just it's too intense for me,
dude.
It's too intense. Okay, look at this. This is this guy's YouTube page, and then we got to go back. It's not too intense for you.
I wrestled in college, dude.
So you'd have beat him up.
No, he would have kicked my ass, dude. Hunter's like a mountain of a man, and he's got 20 pounds on me.
3.21 million subscribers.
It would have been an awesome thing for the internet, though. I think it would have been. I give myself a 30% chance of taking him down. I'm a realist.
Oh, and it would have made all the haters. All the haters would have been happy, and you would have won them over because they would have seen Hunter mash you.
It would have been good.
They'd have been like, "Oh, Hiller's so humble." Okay, look at this guy. No. 11 hours ago, 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 7 days ago, 9 days ago, 10 days ago, 11 days ago, 12 days ago.
This guy's good.
Yeah, he's not fucking around.
That's actually him.
All dense content. There's like no. It's. I mean, there's a reason why he's so successful.
And he looks good with the shirt off, it appears.
Oh, dude, his arms are. They're fucking silly. Yeah, Hiller. This morning, I think I saw your moose knuckle. This morning when you came to the house, I think your shorts were so tight. I think I saw your cock and balls.
We were walking at a mirror, and I go, Alexis, can you always see my dick through my pants? And she goes, yeah, Andrew, every single pair of shorts. And I was like, damn, it's because they're that tight all the time.
I never noticed your dick until this morning, but this morning I did see it.
My bad.
That's fine. I did nothing to me. Nothing. I just realized I was straight. That's it.
That's good. I wasn't ever questioning it. There's a
I'm
handful of things that were questioned this weekend.
I'm always questioning it. Okay, let's hear what he has to say. It's in the lineup down here. He said Greg and Don visit, and this interests me. So this is a 28 seconds. Let's hope he doesn't report me.
He's not gonna. He's your buddy, no?
Wednesday had a super cool afternoon.
Can you guys hear that? Wednesday at a super cool afternoon.
Yeah, if you can make it louder, it'd be better.
Session, 3 or 4 hours.
Can you hear it?
It's
Still
quiet.
not loud enough?
It's quiet.
Hold on.
For me, at least. I don't know. How about everyone else? I'm assuming I'm the same as everyone else.
Okay, hold on. Maybe hold on. I think there's a way to do it so that I grab the audio. Like if Will were here, he'd fucking just be working. So share screen, go to Chrome tabs. Here we go. Okay.
Is that Becca? Becca's here? Cool.
Okay, let's try again.
Fan too.
How's that?
Wednesday had a super cool afternoon session, 3 or 4 hours with Don and Greg. So we went to Greg's house.
He's talking about Don Fowle, the new CEO, and Greg Glassman, and it sounds like they went to Greg's house.
Chatted for a couple hours, and then we went to lunch.
Chatted for a couple hours. Like Dave's usually only good for like 10 minutes of talking.
And had some Mexican food. Really good afternoon.
Had some Mexican food? Racist.
They both enjoyed it. They both had great conversation. I just sat and listened.
And there we go. Dave just sat and listened. He didn't say shit.
And happy that those two connected.
I promise you, Don, if you're watching this, that both I shouldn't say it.
Come on.
Well, okay. Dave was carrying for sure. Dave
Why do you say that?
I think he has a concealed carry permit.
Why does it matter?
It's just cool. It's just cool.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters because if you're out with Dave and someone fucking pulled out a gun, you just hide behind Dave and Dave will put them down. Not that I'm ever worried about that or ever think about that in public, but it's just a fun little.
Only if you're where I live do you worry about that in public.
It's a fun. It's just a fun. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna like his video. Bam.
You told me you commented on one of my videos the other day.
I took it. I pulled it down.
And then you pulled it down.
Yeah.
You want to play that game.
I don't want to fight with the fucking Andrew Hiller army.
They're strong.
Strong.
Yeah. You know they're strong when they defend you on Reddit.
Yeah.
They're my homies. I get in there and I'm like, nice. Thank you.
Hey, I don't like Elgin Intensity.
Did you watch his video or my video?
No, I watched your two videos on him, and I don't know, like if he is a CrossFitter, then I'm cool with him. Like all the shit he says is funny and cool if you're a CrossFitter. It's kind of like, hey, I can talk shit about my wife, but you better not. You know what I mean? It's like, this is our family. Like if you want to talk shit about it, you got to come inside the fence. Don't talk shit about it. Like, yeah, you got to come inside. You got to come inside the fence to.
Well, did you not hear the part in there? I don't know if it was the first or the second part where it actually seems as if he's rather educated on a lot of it. And yeah. I don't know if he just picks up on the fact that Haley Adams isn't very strong, but I believe that was the point.
Right.
Where
Yep. I heard
he's like, she still can't lift that, huh? It's been however long he's been making these videos and she still can't lift it. And it's like he's pointing it out sarcastically. And then she's in the world and she's not making any improvements. And so when I heard that, I'm like, maybe this guy is really trying to poke at the algorithm, getting his 1 million views per video.
Yep.
Maybe he does know CrossFit rather well.
Yep.
But you don't like him.
Here's one thing where you agreed with him on that I totally disagree upon. He said, as long as they keep having errors or doing things that happen in high school sports, CrossFit will never be big or something like that. And I was thinking at the Tour de France, They fucking let that every year. Some fucking ding dong fucking comes out into the bike area and knocks off a $1 million athlete and fucks up his whole chances to win the Tour de France. That shit happens every year.
That could totally happen at the level of high school too if people were actually watching.
I agree, but the Tour de France is huge.
You know, when you go watch cross country in high school, like zero.
Well, what my point is this: I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. That can happen in high school, but what I'm saying is he's saying that we act like high schoolers at the Tour de France. Like they let the fans just do whatever the fuck they want, which I personally think is cool. But don't talk about our sport is podunk because someone miscounts laps. This other sport, there's fucking dogs that run onto the track and it's just common. It's every year. How about the Isle of Man? 7 fucking people die on average every year. Spectators. You know about the Isle of Man?
That's that crazy car race, right?
Yeah, the motorcycle race.
Motorcycle.
The fans fucking die there. Get hit by motorcycles. I had the PGA golfer guy on, and there's a course where if there's a hole in one, the 20,000 people throw their beers out onto the 20,000 beers go flying out onto the. I mean, you're telling me that's not fucking frat boy high school? The fucking NFL and the NBA are openly racist. They openly hire people based on their skin color and their genitalia. They're openly racist and sexist, and they seem to be doing fine. That's some fucking KKK shit. So that fucking jackass doesn't know shit. That's what I'm saying.
But he makes good points occasionally.
Whatever.
He does.
Okay, fine.
I'm insanely jealous of his million view videos.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll make one. Who do I got to make an natty or not on to get 1 million views?
You know.
I know. I know. Did I miss something? Did Haley Adams say that she's leaving Mayhem? There was a comment in here. It just said Haley is deaf out. Tasia said that she's leaving Mayhem as well. It was by Jack CF.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I was not keeping up on the Instagram this weekend.
I'm looking through.
But that was just Jack CF. What are you looking through?
I'm just looking through the comments. Yeah. Banana hammock streaker in France. That's not. If you were wearing a banana hammock, that's not a streaker. But you gotta have the full cock and balls. I mean, if that's the case, then everywhere Hiller goes, he's streaking because his shorts are so damn tight.
Hey, I love them. It's freeing, especially down there. I made that buddy, my guy, on the porch. Remember, he was all into it.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think he just liked you because he knows that you guys are on the same supplements.
We are on the same supplements.
Are you considering? Did you see what I titled this video?
No. Hiller analyzes CrossFit H.
To juice or not to juice?
If I'm considering it,
that is the question. Well, you're getting you got some
my
blood work done.
Yeah, I'm 100% considering it. I think I touched upon that. And you know what? I made my video in the airport today because I don't have one up, but I made it in the airport and I was editing it on the plane.
It's not up now, though, is it?
It's not up now. No, it's not up yet. It's uploading. I hope it's good to go by midnight, or else I'm fucked.
You sat in front of your computer and talked to yourself at the airport?
Yeah. it was nuts. But I'm totally considering it. It's something that no one's done in the CrossFit space, right? And that's kind of what I'm all about. I want to do things and explore avenues of things that people haven't done yet. And one of those things, unless I'm wrong, is someone openly, transparently using performance enhancers, but it wouldn't really be performance enhancing. It would be optimizing through California hormones. So
give me an idea what that would look like. You came to California Hormones, you saw their facilities, you fucking loved it. They did the blood work on you, and like before you started, you'd like for a month do a shitload of baseline workouts, or what would what would it look like?
The CrossFit Open for the past handful of years have been my baseline. Everything through CrossFit has been my baseline. I know my best friend. I know my best back squat, clean and jerk. I know what my Murph time is and all that shit. I would like to see if it's there's things that I've been told I can do with my elbow as well, which hasn't recovered. I don't know if the boys were playing to this. Like, I still cannot get there, and I've been told that there's things that I can do to improve that as well.
I wonder if it would also give you more insight into other people who are using.
I guarantee you it would, because like I always say in any single one of my videos, it's not everyone's like, Andrew just says it's Tia's shoulders there versus Tia's shoulders there. And I go, the biggest point I made was at the end of the video, which I'm upset about because I understand people usually don't make it there. But it's the 20 to 30 people that I know who have openly had conversations with me about their use and the ups and the downs and the mental attitude that they go through and how they feel with it's the anecdotal shit. And it will give me a lot of more insight, I'm sure, as well.
And basically then you just make a video like once a week, like one of your weekly videos would be the juiced up update.
Correct.
The juiced update.
Correct.
God,
and
fucking how
there's a
massive
comment here by
YouTube
Wad Zombie. It's Hiller on TRT would be ridiculous, and that might not be true because if my numbers are in range, it would be almost pointless to go on TRT. But there are other things that I can do through California Hormones that would be beneficial because they do. Did she show you that the box that they send out? So like once you qualify and once you get your blood work done, it's cool. And there's preloaded syringes that they send to you, insulin syringes, which we talked about on the other show, which means that they don't hurt when you use them.
Dude, the whole thing was amazing. The whole facility is amazing. Everything they do over there is amazing.
When is the California Hormones games? Harry J.
Soon.
If you give Hiller tea, he would turn into Hitler. That one's good.
I think we'll see the games in 2023. I'm 51% confident of that.
51% confident of what?
That we'll see the California Hormone games in 2023.
I would say that 51% is accurate.
Yeah, and if I really, but if you had to act like if you, part of me is also it's like 100% sure. I just don't want to get you like
excited.
Completely out of your mind. It's 100%, but I'm 51% sure.
Well, you know what might be cool about this entire thing too is if we do it right. And the thing that I learned about that lab is you can test anything exactly the way Wada would. So you went to the lab, right? And I know that I might be a bit better with that mosquito versed than you are in a couple of the things. Like there's a machine, you go to
all the things.
Well, over there in particular, because I've kind of obsessed over it for some time. I'm walking around like, this is what that machine looks like. He goes, yeah, it's only like a $500,000 machine, but it could also just like pick out what it is. And it would be cool if on my channel I can try to get by certain tests and show how to do that and why it's rather than just like, oh, Hunter Hiller, do you have proof? Do you have proof? Do you have proof? It's like, well, maybe I don't need it. Maybe this is the only proof you need to show how easy it is. It would tear shit up.
Oh, hey, are you allowed to open? Are you allowed to enter the open if you're juicing?
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
Well, what it would be interesting to just keep going until they test you and you just test positive. Or don't. What if you don't test positive? Why don't you just enter the games and just see if like
you know what? Well, right here, I don't know how many live people are watching or how many people end up watching this, but everyone's aware of what I'm thinking about. And at some point or another, I'll put it out there that it's going to be happening if I'm doing it. And that's the entire purpose. Everyone knows. The then thing that would then be happening is, am I doing it? And if I'm doing it, everyone knows I'm doing it. And let's see what CrossFit's next move would be. When do I get the random drug test as the guy who literally is telling the world that it's happening? Wouldn't that be nuts?
And here's the thing too. I wonder, so let's say you won the CrossFit games and you're up there and you say you juiced. I don't think you lose. I don't think they take the money from you because you admit to it. I think they still have to I'm guessing the protocol is that you have to. I don't think you can go into a police station and be like, I killed someone, and they just start and they fucking lock you up. If you can't fucking show them the body and prove that you did it, then I think you're good to go.
It's never happened.
Even if they have video of you shooting up and everything, if they have the whole Hiller series on his journey through testosterone replacement therapy, human growth hormone, whatever you
at the beginning of the video, you put a disclaimer up that says none of this is actually real, and then I say everything. It's like, hey, what are you gonna believe, the disclaimer or the words coming out of my mouth? Yeah. Like, you can't win the CrossFit Games. It's like, well, did I put a negative test up there? Well, you said on the channel, but did you read the disclaimer? It wasn't real.
Hey, are there any are there any sports where
look at that comment, 100,000 million views? That's the one I want.
If are there any sports where you can openly do drugs, like is strongman,
bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman?
Okay. But none of the others. There's not like a basketball league or a golf league or a football league or.
There was, I think, the XFL, and I could be wrong about this. I'm probably wrong about this. That's not right. But totally just those three that I mentioned are for sure.
Man. Oh, NASCAR. Really? You can be, they don't drug test in NASCAR?
I feel like Corbin's fucking with us. The NFL, they're all using GH, and you can't test for it well.
No shit.
In the NFL, if you get popped, you get like a 4-game ban. I think it was Wes Welker, wide receiver on the Patriots. Maybe it was another one of those wide receivers on the Patriots got tested positive. He was back like 4 games later. And
do any Hollywood stars admit it?
Gerard. Hollywood stars that admit it.
Like,
isn't Rogan
like the guy who plays? Oh yeah, right.
He wouldn't be Hollywood star, but he's a very high profile guy that admits to it.
I mean, like the Wolverines or like the Thors or
no, but
I guess Arnold came out, right?
Yeah, he did. He would be not Hollywood. They're just high profile. The Rock doesn't admit it, as it doesn't.
Stallone got caught going into Australia with a bunch of drugs.
I think his was growth hormone. He got caught with. But
I mean, clearly something happened to him.
Thor, Chris Hemsworth, is 100% the guy where it's like, hey, is this guy using? It's like, yes, but he's never admitted to it. But everyone looks at him and is like, damn, that guy's jacked. And I look at him 3 months earlier and he's not. He uses Tren. I don't know if you know what that is.
I don't, but maybe he was just fasting like me. Like I fasted and you started accusing me of juicing.
Yeah, I did do that. The entire Expendables cast. That one's good. They got like Dolph Lundgren and
in one of the videos you show Alexis Raptis's game shirt. By the way, if anyone hasn't seen it, you do need to see that shirt. It's actually one of the coolest athlete shirts ever. It's her riding a dolphin.
Very cool.
What does that mean anyway? Why is she riding a dolphin? What's that mean?
I didn't get that far because when she was getting into like the shirt, I got a little bit of a "don't make this a stupid questions" video.
Okay,
you know. But
vibe? You mean you got that vibe from her? Kind
of, sort of, yeah. It was more of a personal thing on my end. I was always trying to avoid like, what's your favorite sort of sandwich? I was like, I like peanut butter and jelly. I don't want talks with athletes to go that way. Right. But I guess I really should have asked like, why are you riding this dolphin? Because clearly that was a good question.
And you said you liked her.
It's cool as fuck.
It is. It's an awesome shirt. And I did like how her coach. I liked how her coach said, "Are you gonna wear it?" Like, hey, I'm not giving you a fucking shirt unless you're gonna wear it. That, like, I appreciate that. Yeah, don't waste. No, I'm not juicing. As a matter of fact, I haven't taken any creatine in a week, but I have not. I didn't even get the blood work. It's a whole nother. No, I did not watch Danielle Brandon live earlier, but I'd like to. Is that on her YouTube? I'll go play some of it.
She did on there.
So you liked her. You said you liked her. Oh, good. This is so good because I have to go to the bathroom. That's why I put the live call-in number. Will you talk to Emily for a second?
Sure.
Emily.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up, Sevan?
Hey. Will you mute your YouTube and talk to Hiller for a minute while I pee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Emily. What's up?
I just got a question for Sevan, and he left to go pee.
Well, you're stuck with me. How are you?
All right. Well,
What's
you can
your
fill him
question
in
for
after.
him? Yeah, what do you got?
So my question is that my wife and I are looking for a sperm donor, and I want to know if he thinks the 3 recommendations we have or qualifications are possible.
Why are you calling to talk to Sevan? Talk to me about this stuff.
No, I want to know if he thinks it's possible. It's right up his alley.
Okay,
So
he's a quick peer. He'll be back pretty quick. I think this is a good question.
Is he washing his hands?
Usually, yeah. I saw him do it at least once. We peed together a couple times. You ever you know what crossing swords is? It's like there's a bunch of urinals and he's in his own urinal and I kind of run on top of him and pee with him. He didn't like that.
The dream come true for both of you.
Sean M wants to know if you're juicing, Emily.
This is Maggie, and no, I'm not juicing.
Oh, you never said
No
it was you. I knew this was you guys. You didn't have to tell everybody who it was. Hey, Sevan, Maggie's got a question for you.
Wait, it's Emily.
No, it said it was Emily, but it's Maggie.
Maggie who?
I got a question for you, Sevan.
Okay. Have you been drinking?
No,
Okay.
I haven't. But okay, my wife and I. All right, we want to find a sperm donor, and I want to know if these 3 qualifications are possible. We need a handsome, athletic.
I think I want you on my. Do you train in? Don't tell me. Do you train in? Don't tell me. In Colorado.
I do. Yeah.
And you yeah. I started following you or your wife or maybe both of you. I wonder if it was on my blue checkmark account because I was starting to troll you guys because I wanted to have you guys on my podcast. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
But the third most important question I have is we need an unvaccinated sperm, and I don't know if there's any left out there.
There are. You're looking at
You're
looking at 2 of them. You do not. Well, you do. How tall are you?
All right, I'm 5'2", but M's 5'6", 5'7".
You want you want a tall. What do you want? What are you looking for?
I want a handsome athlete, unvaccinated. That's it. That can't be too hard to find, right?
Yeah. Are either you or your wife Jewish?
No. She's a Spanish-looking, beautiful lady.
I would recommend an Ashkenazi. You want a tall Ashkenazi Jew.
Okay.
They got some issues with that sperm because they're such an inbred people, but there's a standard deviation smarter than the rest of the planet. It's the truth. It just is. Look at the wiki article, and like you'll never meet a dumb Ashkenazi. They're inbred. They got some weird shit in their sperm, but I think with like your guys' stuff, as long as you guys got enough variation, you should be good.
Dude,
athletic and unvaccinated.
Yep, you need a yep. And then if it wasn't, if you don't find that, I would find. Do you remember who Manute Bol? I'd find some fucking tribe in Africa that's like all 7-footers. Like, do you remember Manute Bol? Do you remember that guy? He was like 7'10", 112 pounds.
Maybe like a Samoan dude or what?
No. Some tribal dude from like what's the country that's north of Kenya? Somalia. Like some skinny fucking giant Somalian dude. All
right, we might have to go.
And none of those dudes are probably vaccinated. That's probably that's where all the pure the African continent probably has most of the pure blood sperm, I would guess.
You're the best. You gave me all the shit I needed to know. Thank you. I didn't want to ruin your guys' great combo you had going, but appreciate it.
Good.
So
Maggie, I can make a video on this. We'll find someone.
I smell weed. That would be an amazing video. Are you serious? Are you guys looking for sperm?
Yeah. We want all the athletic babies like you, Sevan.
You don't want. I'm not athletic.
Your boys are.
Your kids are.
My tongue is athletic.
Your kids are.
Well, thank you.
All right.
I'm being in touch. Maggie, what's your wife's name?
Emily.
That's okay. And you're using her phone. Okay, got it.
Sevan, they're cool. Get them
all right,
on.
tell her I said what's up.
All right.
Thanks for keeping Hiller busy.
See you guys.
Took a leak.
Bye, Maggie.
Damn, someone's smoking weed out underneath my window.
It was everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty. Newport's. Yeah, they got some weed here.
You told me you bring that bag with, and you didn't do it.
Oh, I don't even remember saying that.
You know what I realized when we were talking in person? You don't remember half of the shit that people tell you on your shows.
No, I don't.
I would be talking to you about something, and it was not even that long ago. Some of them were kind of long ago. I'm like, dude, this was stuff that this person told you on your own show. And you go, oh, really?
I went back and watched the interview I did with Alexis Raptis. I don't even remember doing it.
That's incredible. You're out of control. What the fuck?
That's not a good situation. So you said that you liked her because she's a good mover, but you also said, hey, don't think that just because you gave me this shirt, I won't make a video on you sometime. You might have to get tore up. Do you think Alexis Raptis is juicing?
No.
Okay. If you did, would you say? If you did, would you say? Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing now. I'm free. like you say, if I put out the Tia video, I became free. I'm free. I can say anything about anybody. But don't say too many because I'm going to start charging you because I need my own content, you know?
Yes. Wow, that's good.
We do these shows and you'll ask a question. Oh, God, I wanted to make a video on that. And now I'm being pressed. Townsend in the chat.
You gave JR, Mr. Townsend, good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. You gave JR some serious love. I'm tripping on JR a little bit. JR Howell.
Because he's awesome. He deserves it.
I'm tripping because he's doing something called the Crash Crucible. And they had their online qualifier and he didn't tell me. And so I called Souza and I'm like, hey, why the fuck didn't this guy tell me so we could promote the shit out of it? We would have put it in our newsletter. I would have had him on. And he goes, dude, he's not that kind of guy. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, he's just not going to ask for anything. And I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna text him.
Let's bring him on. Send him a link. Bring him on the show right now. Let's yell at him. Let's slap him around a little bit for being too nice, for being too good of a guy.
It's probably it's 11 o'clock there. He's on the East Coast, but I am gonna text him.
Never mind. You can do it. I love JR. That was
just
so impressive. Everything that he did with his predictions. Oh my God. And right before that, I think you and I had a conversation about how that's never been my thing. Guessing what's going to come out.
Yeah.
And then it is his thing. He smashed it. That was awesome. And
JR, you need to let us help you promote. Please don't. Please, I spelled please wrong. Please don't hesitate to ask. Please. And then I'll do another please with an exclamation mark. And then a heart. And then I'm sending a heart. Then I'm sending a heart. I'm sending a heart.
You're needy. You're needy.
Oh, I'm not being needy. Really?
When you add exclamation points and emojis, it's like one emoji and it depends on the emoji. If you send a couple, it's like,
oh, damn it.
You didn't go through that stage. You didn't do like the Tinder stuff and you missed out.
Oh, I can't take it away. I can't withdraw it.
No, you cannot.
I could strike that last emoji.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you're a badass.
No,
you just don't understand.
I'm desperate. I'm not. He's done so much for me. I want to participate. I want to help him. I'm not desperate. I couldn't find on.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but he's got. It looks like it's going to go well. His event.
Okay, good.
I was talking to him a little bit. And I know you told me not to talk to your guy JR, but I was talking a little bit. It looks. It's going to be cool.
So I may even be toxic, and he purposely didn't ask me because he doesn't want any of my toxicity on his event.
No. I think I responded to something where him and I had been chatting a week or so ago, and it came up organically. I didn't it's not like that. I'm not trying to get inside your head with that stuff.
If it was anyone else, man, my nose is red. I feel like I look like Humpty Hump today. If it was anyone else, you talk about no coincidences. You don't think it's a little weird how many JR got right? Just a little weird. Pirouette. How the fuck did he come up with the pirouette, dude? Please.
Well, all right. So let's say you don't believe in coincidences. What's next? Why? Why does he know so much? There's got to be a next step. You got to get
Who's
deeper.
he know? Who's he know?
So there's two ways here. Either you don't believe in coincidences, and he's like moving his way down the pipeline, and you are merely a vessel for him to rocket ship into some sort of programming done at the level of CrossFit, right? You're the sounding board. Everyone heard him say it, and now he's going to be like moving his way into the CrossFit world. Or maybe Adrian Bosman just really easy to read, and Castro wasn't.
Wow. Okay, so you do believe in. Oh, so it's not a coincidence. It's just that JR has amazing analytical powers.
Teddy said it right there. It's in 100 words. He literally just took fitness at 100 words and went to the roots. And
Fuck, we're done with JR. Bring Teddy in. We're done with JR. Bring Teddy.
No, if you were a betting man and you were in JR's position and you're looking at the entire thing and you're like, all right, how is someone like Bosman really going to kind of stick his foot in the ground and show that he's the real deal? Go to the roots. It's something that maybe some people had forgotten about.
Okay, Mr. Teddy Williams. Colt, you're all fucking braggadocio and fucking cocky because you're Colt Merton's personal fucking video media guy. How the fuck would you explain the pegboards? Huh?
Explain what about him?
That wasn't in the 100 words. JR even got the pegboards right. Will
That's
Plummer,
your
hi.
point.
How we doing?
I'm
not having fun. I'm just, loving on JR. It's called giving JR a lot of backhanded compliments.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Hiller's right with that. Boz is easier to read than Dave because,
So JR isn't that special. Boz is just a schlep and his brain's a fucking open book.
Well, I think he did his work.
Oh.
He did his homework and he listened to all of Varied, Not Random. Because you look through that and that's just a glimpse into his mind about all this stuff.
Yeah. Did anyone hear anyone else say anywhere on planet Earth there would be pirouettes or a legless pegboard?
No, not to my knowledge.
Pretty good. He's pretty impressive.
But if you look at high school gymnasiums forever, no one even knew that you should be using your legs. That was like, like, how do you get up the pegboard? Like, you climb up the freaking thing. Hey, get up this pegboard. How would anybody do it? Nobody would think to use their legs.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's maybe where you grabbed it from.
Has anyone interviewed Emma Lawson yet?
No.
You haven't.
Thanks.
The chalk up.
Will, what's up, buddy? What you need, boy?
Well, I wanted to say thank you. I took your advice on, I forget which interview it was, but you were talking about Adam von Rothfelder, and the owner of Strong Coffee.
Yeah,
and
good dude.
And you said that if, you go into business with a dude with the last name von Rothfelder. And I ended up getting an internship working with them for Strong Coffee.
Awesome. Did you have you met him yet?
Yeah, no, I worked with them at the game.
Oh, awesome.
So,
yeah, he's cool.
So if you need coffee, let me know.
Thank
Hiller,
you.
I think we got you a pretty good gift bag, too, of stuff.
What?
If I don't remember. Did we get you some free coffee when you were there?
When I was where?
At the game.
I never got coffee. I don't get shit ever.
Well, we'll get you some coffee. How's that sound?
I'll try it. I'll try anything.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
oh,
stuff.
shit.
Some
Heidi
strong
just went
coffee,
nuclear on you. All my friends
Oh,
are
no.
vaxxed. All my friends are vaxxed. Damn, Heidi just went nuclear on you. Sorry, Will.
What'd she say?
She said Plummer's vaxxed, sadly, meaning that meaning that Emily and Maggie can't use your sperm.
Yeah, and anyone that's still in the military has to be. So
Thank you for your service.
Oh. That was
Unfortunately,
that was a fighting comment back.
that and then my very liberal university made it mandatory.
You're a good dude. You're a good dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Dude, they
Yeah.
all did. All those fucking schools did.
Well, and the biggest part about it was at first they were only going to make student athletes do it, so they made you choose between your sport and getting vaccinated. And then they made boosters. They said that it was going to be required last year, and they said after like March 20th, basically they're like, there's going to be disciplinary action if you don't get it. And they kept sending the emails. And then once the day came around, they never sent any emails. So I didn't get boosted. And then at the end of the semester, after they said it was required for everyone, they changed their policy back to basically saying that it wasn't required.
Oh, shit.
So now boosters aren't required. Yeah.
Hey, look at Jack Buchanan says, not West Virginia University. Yeah, that's because there is no university in West Virginia. The fuck you talking about? A school in West Virginia.
That's all nuts to me.
For those of you who are not from the United States, West Virginia is our state where they don't even have running clean water or electricity yet.
Just have meth.
Yeah, they just have meth and rocks and sticks.
Is meth a performance-enhancing drug?
Yes.
I heard a lot this weekend that
Nice.
yes, meth is a performance-enhancing drug.
Oh,
Holy shit! Did I hear some stuff about that?
Was I part of those conversations? Because I don't even remember.
You were there. You weren't the one
Oh.
telling me, but you were there.
Okay. All right, Will. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Have a good night,
Peace
guys.
and love. Congrats
I
on
will.
the new internship. Those guys are good at that coffee joint.
Is he gone? Dude, they really just made people get vaccines at college. I dropped
tons
out.
of people, tons and tons and tons of people.
I had a buddy who was a pretty high up at McDonald's, and he was like the most anti-vax person you would have ever met in your life. And he had to get it, or he was going to lose his job, and he like went straight sad, like so depressed.
Hey, how about the dude? How about the dude Royce Dunn? How about the dude Royce Dunn couldn't come to the United States and be on the demo team because he wasn't juiced up, vaxxed up.
I don't think I ever really talked about it like this before, but like imagine 2 years from now, even we're seeing it right now, right? CDC said something along the lines of vaccination versus unvaccination. You're just the same people now. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Now imagine 2 years from now, what's that?
But you're not the same people, unfortunately.
Now you tell me about that. What do you got?
Well,
You
it's
got
not
something.
a coincidence that the only two people in the history of the fuck were this year and both from Canada. That's not a coincidence. Oh, but Sevan, you're wearing a tinfoil hat. I don't care what you say I'm wearing.
Wasn't it you
Just
that I was
telling
talking
you.
about births that are just kind of all going wrong as well? Birthing issues, like premature births and
You sure were.
miscarriages and stuff. Yeah.
You got to have this.
You know that all. You open up my world. I don't look into this stuff. You do. You just have it set to you at this point.
Okay. I don't want to upset anyone in the YouTube comments. Just kidding. I don't care what you guys think. But I do want to ask you about this. If I understood this correctly, is it true that the unvaccinated athletes did better based on your video? No. What I want to ask you is, were you really only off if you ranked all the athletes based on their Instagram followers?
Yeah, this is a good video, right?
And were you did I understand that right, that you were only off 2.46 places for the women on average? Dude, that's fucking incredible, dude.
Well, I tried to bring it back a little bit the other way, saying that because the programming was so different that it would have made
Stand by. Hold that thought. Stand by. Sorry. What's wrong with the Canadian vaccines? Nothing, Frederick. That isn't it amazing? I don't even know how you went there, but nothing is wrong with the Canadian vaccines. Okay, go on. Sorry. Yes. Tell me, how did you do this?
It was just the Instagram followers. And when I made it the first time, I knew it was going to be an awesome video because as you're watching the video, the thought process that I want to put people through would have been, wait a minute, it's weird, but I can see it. I get it. And then I was talking a little bit. It's like, all right, this guy's lost his fucking mind. By the time that hits you, then I say it's Instagram followers. But as I was looking at it, like, okay, you could probably see Brooke Wells finishing up at the top somewhere, which is also where she finishes in relation to her followers. And the really eerie part were the people that I had nailed. Like, I believe it was your girl, Sydney Mikulish, and I had spot on. Like, she finished 31st, and she was also of the 40, the 31st in Instagram followers. So those were
Vigneault, you hit 25th and 25th.
Correct. Yeah, I think I had the same number of direct hits that Brian had on his list. And I was just Instagram followers.
It's fucking amazing.
Well, it's amazing, but also I always try to go both sides of it. So yes, it's amazing, but also you figure the better you are, the more screen time you get, the more people see you, the more people follow you, the more sponsors you get, the more followers. It's a circle, right? So I mean,
it's crazy. Even the men being off 6.6 is it's kind of remarkable.
6.6 from being incredibly accurate, right? Like
Right.
if that was under 1, it'd mean that I just had the perfect list, in my opinion. You're like
Yes.
one place off in general over
Yes.
the course of the whole thing, and 6
Yes.
like isn't that bad. And really, like, of course, like Justin, I would have picked him to win, and he finished 5th. And there were a couple of people that were really far off, but at the very least, awesome. I'll do that every year if I'm still doing these videos, which I think I will be every year. It's like, hey, here's my Instagram followers list.
Yeah, I'm very curious how it's going to be next year. The problem is going to be, well, we get. I mean, if Sarah Sigmund's daughter would have been there, she probably would have finished last at the games, but she would have had the most followers.
How dare you?
Sorry.
She'd finish somewhere in the middle.
Sorry. So you
And she
talk
still
about
fucked up my
coincidence.
list.
It's not. That's the whole thing. It's not a coincidence. And Frederick, the country of Canada. First of all, your leader has said some of the most outlandish shit ever said. I mean, it is honestly Hitler-esque. It is fucking scary. The shit he said. He's tried to segregate your country. The divisive shit that's come out of his mouth, the way he spoke about people who don't want to get vaccinated, basically saying that they're racist and sexist and just like there's some fucking connection there is fucking nuts. It basically shows how racist and sexist he is, and I could go on to it ad nauseum. But the country is a socialist country, and at its core, and I'm overgeneralizing. You're a group of ankle grabbers. You will. It's kind of like let's just not disturb. You guys have tall poppy syndrome there, and you guys don't want to disturb. You guys aren't interested in the truth. You're interested in some sort of a socialist experimentation. You don't believe in humanity as the best rising to the top. That's what's going on. No one can come into this country unless they're vaccinated. So we know both of them are vaccinated, but you can also tell. You can just go to Emily's Rolf's Instagram and see she's been vaccinated. But the likeliness of a Canadian not only being vaccinated, but boosted to the max and following all the protocols and doing the least amount of research that's your country. And a huge chunk of Europe got a real vaccine. They didn't do the mRNA shit that the United States and Canada did. They got a real vaccine, I believe. No one knows for sure.
Has anyone ever heard follow the money? Like, are people out of their fucking minds about... Keep going, sorry.
And this person says, someone else said Sevan's xenophobic against Canadians. That's like saying I'm anti-spider because I don't like the brown recluse. Like, dude, that's like I'm saying, like, if I tell you that I think Ferrari owners speed more than Sienna owners, do you think like I'm anti-Ferrari? You use a word like xenophobic. It's so loaded and derogatory. It's not even true. It's not even true. It has nothing to do with the land you're on. It has nothing to do with the land you're on. It has to do with the fact of fucking your Canadian politics there and the way your people have been raised and what you guys, the social experiment you're running there. I get it. We're running social experiment here. Uganda's running one. China's running one. India's running one. Everyone's running a social experiment. I get it. But don't act like it's like xenophobia. It's crazy. That's woke. That's wokeism, what you're doing. Now what? Punk bitch. Sorry, where were we?
That was all in relation to that Canadian comment, right?
Sevan got his smarty pants on. Thank you. I am Canadian. I had my job threatened if I did not get vaxxed. By the way, my job was remote. Here we go. From the great state of Colorado, where mushrooms and pot are legal. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm interested to see how it plays out for you guys. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on Djokovic not being able to enter the country because he's not vaccinated.
Completely fucking idiotic, and it's racist. You know who suffers from Djokovic not coming to this country?
Tennis.
All the fucking Puerto Ricans that were going to fucking sell popcorn and drinks at the fucking U.S. Open. All the fucking minorities that hang out the stadium selling fucking T-shirts and shit like that. Once again,
Totally agree.
those are the people getting fucked, not me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking idiocy. It's all, and I don't really think that, by the way, but I don't actually. But if I was woke or on the left, that's what I would be saying. You know what I mean? That I'm using their logic. Like, Djokovic is a massive draw, and you don't let him come to the country. So fucking all the mom and pop stores in the area can't sell fucking knockoff U.S. Open merchandise. Where does the U.S. Open happen? Is it New York?
Yeah, Flushing Meadows, New York.
Yeah, it just fucks the Puerto Ricans.
Your boys love watching tennis. Tennis turned on and they're like stuck at it.
The only thing they like better is their Hiller.
That's right.
They like Alexis too. If you
go to the bad babysitter, I like that.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Hey Alexis, you're the bad babysitter. I'm like,
What do you think about them not letting Djokovic in?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Also, I think the CDC is going to change the rule right after the U.S. Open to allow people in just to spite him.
Hey, do tennis players take steroids? What do they take?
Those
guys are fucking skinny.
I think they'd probably take more like what Lance Armstrong and stuff would take.
Right.
Some kind of endurance drug.
Yeah. Someone said
there hasn't been.
Acosta says it's disgraceful and embarrassing. I totally agree. It is embarrassing. It's embarrassing that there's people in our
Andrew, that's good.
In our midst that think that it's okay. I kind of know. I had a bunch of friends visit today, and we were talking, and we were talking about our mutual friends who were afraid, who got the vaccine and who didn't. And it's just textbook. This is gonna suck to say this blatantly, I guess, but it's just the fat ones. It's just the obese people, the unhealthy ones, the ones that smoke. They're all the ones who were for it. But I just wish that they could have just been cool and been like, yeah, I'm fat. Yeah, I smoke. I'm taking it. But instead they start that rhetoric like that we're selfish. I'm fucking selfish because when Hiller comes to town, we all go out of our way to work out an hour or two every day. Like, fuck that.
So, do you know the last big name tennis player to get busted for drugs and what it was for?
No, do you?
Yeah, Richard Gasquet. Do you know who that is?
No, I'll look him up though.
He's a French guy.
What for?
Cocaine. Do you know how he got out of it?
Wow.
How?
He shared it.
So there's this big tournament in Miami every year. It's a Masters 1000. It's called like the Fifth Slam. He was out at the club partying, and he said he kissed a girl who had cocaine on her lips, and he only got a 2-year sentence instead of or maybe it was just a 1 year instead of a 2 year.
Wow. Yeah, I see it here. I see it. Richard Gasquet tests positive for cocaine based on a kiss.
Yeah.
I mean, think how far we've come. Do you remember when Clinton said that he didn't inhale, and everyone's like, okay. I mean, it's just like,
right.
Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? What do you think about him? What do you think about a president of the United States putting a cigar in a White House intern who's 18 years old? Is that cool? Is that okay since she's 18?
What do you mean?
Or 20?
I would say morally, it's not very good, but if the guy wants to do what he wants to do and she lets him.
She was an intern. He was in a place of power, and he has a daughter
shady.
And a wife. Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah, he's not a good person, but.
Do you know why the president of the United States isn't supposed to do that kind of stuff? Be like fucking 18-year-old girls or just cheating on his wife, is because it compromises the security of the entire nation.
Definitely.
Because then they can be like, hey, you need to sell Venezuela fucking suitcase nuke, or we're going to tell the whole country you fucking banged a 19-year-old. You never thought of that, Hiller? That's crazy, right? That's
blackmail stuff.
Yeah, that's why our fucking president should look like Gandhi. It should be a fucking packy in a fucking robe who sleeps on the lawn of the White House.
Are you
sits
saying
and
you should be president?
Yeah. I'm an Armenian, but I'm close enough to a Paki. And I should sit. I'll sit in lotus position and live on the fucking front lawn in a fucking robe, and I won't wear underwear, and everyone can see my intentions and all my angles. I'm serious. I know people are like, that's fucking crazy. No, I'm serious.
No, it's the president of the United States should be
Should be allowed to be
very
investing
morally
in
sound.
Bitcoin or investing in fucking anything.
Shouldn't have any bad laundry, so he can't be blackmailed. That'd be the ideal president for sure.
Everybody at that level's got dirty laundry.
Yeah, you have to get there.
How about this Canadian fucking
I
this
think
up right
Keanu
here?
Reeves should be president. That's what I think. He's got no dirty laundry. He's a good dude.
Look at Gravitron 33. This is the Canadian dude. He just fucked me up back. Your president is a corpse. Yeah, you win.
That's
You're
true.
Right. He is.
True.
All right, brother. Well, thank you. That was cool tennis facts. Thanks.
Oh, wait, one more
Please.
last tennis talk, because I know your son plays, right? Has he graduated to a full-size racket yet? Is he still using a little kid's racket?
Not a kid's racket, but he got a nice
26-inch?
I can't remember, but he's into like, they're starting to get expensive. It's like a carbon racket, and it was like, I want to say $159 or something.
The Wilson Clash, is that what he's using? The Clash?
Oh, maybe it is. You know that? It's a black one. It's pretty.
Hey,
Black of orange on it?
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, I know all about rackets.
Wow.
I actually have a racket company. I could send him one if he wants to use it.
Oh, shit. Hey, have we talked before? You're a coach?
Yes, I am a coach. Yeah, we have talked before.
Wow. Yeah. Can you email me? And then I'll send you my real phone number, and we can just be texting buddies.
Yeah, is your email on your like
rackets? That you'd save me a lot of money. I get 3 kids, and my wife plays now too, and she needed a fucking expensive
I can send
racket.
her a racket.
I already fucking bought her a $259 racket. I use a fucking $23 racket
from Kmart.
Just the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. That's adult size, and it looks like an adult size racket looks huge next to me. Like when I'm holding the racket, I look like it's fucking ridiculous.
You need a 26-inch racket too.
It's like how my penis looks on me. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, can I find your email on your Instagram?
Sevan Matosian @gmail.
Okay, perfect.
And don't anyone else email me. Pretend like you didn't hear that.
Cool. I'll email you, see if we can get you some rackets, and you can talk about them.
You're a good dude, of course.
All right. Nice talking to y'all.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I got to play tennis so I can talk to you with these people.
That guy said he kissed a girl and got the coke.
It's like the Emily Abbott story.
Yeah.
That's where she got the, I think it was ibutamoren, MK677, the growth hormone precursor.
Do you believe
she got it through kissing her husband or something like that, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm not supposed to ask you any questions. I was going to ask you, do you believe her, but I'm not allowed to ask you that. Sorry, strike that question.
No. I don't believe her.
What if you want to make a video on it later?
No, ask me questions, because that one, like, there was a comment. It's like, hey, is Hitler going to make an edit on Sevan? And it's like, no, that one won't get any likes. I'm like, you guys see right through me. Emily Abbott, whatever. That's so 5 years ago. Ask me all the questions you want about it.
Okay, so do you think she got it from kissing, or
no?
Do you think she ate it or shot it up or rubbed it on her?
It's a sublingual.
Under the
tongue.
Oh, well, that's why she used the kissing as the reason.
Yeah. I think other people were speculating that it came through something else.
No, that was a different athlete. That was the Asian girl from Berkeley. She actually said it came from semen. John, hi.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
See, Hiller, I do remember some shit when it's around semen.
Good man. You saved my life right there, because otherwise everyone would be like, Andrew said it was from this. I think Sevan saved my life.
Go ahead, caller. Do your thing.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, I have a t-shirt idea for you, Hiller.
Let's hear it.
You know how Rogue with Josh Bridges, they did like his hat and his like facial hair.
That's good.
You should do that, but with your eyebrows and your facial hair.
Just eyebrows and a goatee. This is coming in a little bit.
And hey, did my kids say anything to you about your eyes? Although they're looking awfully symmetrical tonight. No, they're not. Never mind.
No, they didn't say
Hey,
anything.
he
It
should
was
have
good
one
night.
eye that's like half closed too, don't you think?
I don't
Yeah,
know what that
definitely,
is.
definitely.
Yeah.
There's an actor
Hey,
like that.
I've got a legit question for you guys regarding testosterone replacement therapy.
Shoot.
I'm 22 years old. I'm working at being, I'd say, more athletic, more fit. I got blood work done. I have my testosterone number, and it's low. And I want
Are
to
you
know,
willing
like,
to
cost
share?
versus out.
What is it?
It's
If you're willing to share.
357. Yeah, it's
357. That is
357.
low.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my doctor didn't give me, like, I have a personal home doctor, my family does, and he didn't give me like any recommendations for testosterone replacement therapy that was going to be follow up. Never followed up.
Did you?
And I want to know. I did, and he wasn't. He's a naturopath doctor, and he's not necessarily for that stuff, I'd say.
Keep going.
But I want to know cost versus outcome. Like, if
How's your head? How's your headspace?
Good question.
What do you mean? How's my headspace?
Like, are you like when you get up in the morning, you a good dude? Like, you wake up and you're like, fuck yeah, let's party. I can't wait to see that chick in my OChem class. Oh fuck, I love my fucking car, even though it's got a dent in it. This life's good.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I am that way. However, I feel like I'm oftentimes in a fog. Is that like?
Yep, that's low T. I mean, it could be low T. It could be any number of things. It's a symptom, though. I'm not saying it's exclusively that.
But basically, like, I have aspirations to someday be a pro athlete, and especially in the CrossFit world. Is the testosterone replacement therapy going to inhibit and cancel that sort of future that I hope to have?
Did you listen to the beginning of this show? Because no one knows your name right now.
I did not.
The beginning of this show says that there's a little chunk in there where I'm considering doing it, and I would not be doing the open because of it.
I think you should do the open, but I don't think you're supposed
Okay,
to.
so
you're not
yes,
supposed
I take that
to.
back.
So the answer is, if you're going to do this, I do not recommend it for the purpose of becoming a professional athlete, unless you're going to go the route which is trying to skirt the system, which I'm also not recommending, but people 100% do.
Why aren't you recommending that, skirting the system?
Because I'm not going to recommend people cheat. You crazy?
Okay, fine.
Oh, okay. So I did hear that part. I wasn't sure if that was the beginning of the show. And what came to mind, did you guys ever watch the Netflix documentary Icarus?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's where that's pretty rudimentary. Basically, they just steal the glass bottles, break them open, and change the sample.
yeah.
Fucking
and
crazy.
shooting out into his
I
butt.
can't believe it's so just fucking old school. It's like 1542 fucking shit.
It's insane.
Yeah.
How good are you right now at CrossFit? Like, what would you say your fitness level is at? Where'd you finish in the open last year? Did you make the quarterfinals? Are you in semifinals?
No. I'm like 50th percentile. I'm nothing. Like, and I want to get better. Like, my goals are 5-7 years out. And I can do most gymnastics movements. Like, I can do ring muscle ups, no problem. However, it's like going to be like a 30-second break between each one. So like, I'm intermediate, I would say, like, just as far as my skill level, and all the things I want to get better at. I'm wondering if testosterone will help and improve that.
Testosterone will help and improve everything, especially if you're as low as you are. The thing is that you're 22 years old and you got to do it the rest of your life. If you start.
So cost versus outcome, is it worth it?
If there's studies done saying that, like, let's say you do TRT for a decade when you're 22 and you want to stop when you're 32 and you want to have kids, you can do all of the ancillaries and get yourself in a position where you can then have kids. But you're so young where there are a lot of other things you could do. And I know I read sleep in the comment section is a big one, and your diet, and you can play with some things to try to bump it up naturally. And of course, let's say 7 years down the road, you're in a position to go to the CrossFit Games. You've been on testosterone for 7 years. You stop taking it, your body's going to plummet, and you're going to be dog shit when you come off of it. So
twice a week for the rest of your life. That's the
twice a week for the rest of your life.
That's
that's the question you're playing with.
How often do women have to like take care of shit like what? Like, I shouldn't say have to, but I just think of it as like waxing your, like, I guess you brush your teeth I brush my teeth every time after I'm done eating. Maybe sometimes I brush my teeth 5 times a day, but it seems like a lot to be responsible for. I can't even get a haircut.
You floss?
It just seems like a lot to be responsible for if you just start at 22 and do for fucking 20 years. I tell you what, though, it sure the fuck sounds fun.
What's that?
Getting on testosterone replacement therapy.
So I believe it's about $200 a month. And if it's going to improve your life in every single way, it's 100% worth it. Because if you are spending that, you'll probably end up making more money somewhere else to counter that and then some. The thing is, you're 22. You don't even know what you want. I'm 30 and I'm sitting here and I'm like, if I start now, I'm going to be doing it forever. And it's something that I thought about a lot. So think about it a lot. The fog, it could be something else, but it very well could be the low testosterone. I just don't know very much about you.
Heidi says that you should need to have more sex.
I'm a virgin, so I don't know. That might answer the question.
Damn, Heidi.
Hey, what's the longest you go without ejaculating?
That's a pretty personal question there.
Do you ever go like 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hardcore.
That is hardcore.
Is that my issue?
No, I don't think so. I think that just shows amazing discipline.
I always like.
I don't have any issue with that. I just wanted for the record. I don't have any issue with it.
Lowest hanging fruit answer says try that first. You'll have it's a.
Hey, how have you gone 3 weeks without ejaculating? Do you have like a method? Like if you want to rub one out, you just jump out of bed?
I would say, I mean, it's been a while since it's been like a 3 week break period, I would say. So, I mean, yeah, but it came from more so like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like moral, church background, I guess.
Yeah, that takes some fucking crazy willpower. Good on you. I don't know if I agree with the moral part. I'm not sure I understand that part, but I am always impressed by feats of willpower.
Sure.
At 22, try some shit out, get your blood work done again and again and see if the shit works. And if it doesn't work, then readdress the question is my recommendation.
So try like just all the basic things that might boost it. Like
sleep more, drink a shitload of water, eat a healthy diet, get rid of the sugar, that whole spiel.
Stop calling in and ruining our commercial. We're supposed to tell you.
And if you're feeling frisky, go jerk off. But I'm not done.
Okay.
But
are you getting married?
If that all fails, of course, California hormones, totally give it a shot. But it's for the rest of your life. But
are you getting married? Are you getting married soon?
I'm not. No. I'm single.
That's a good one.
Is that a does that make you a high value target for Christian women since because of your
are you assuming I'm Christian?
Or what? Sorry, yeah, I was assuming you because of your shit. Even if you're not Christian, does that make you a high value target for a certain demographic of women?
Is it ego if I say yes?
No, if it's true. Not if you're just like, not if like my son's 7 and he does one-arm push-ups to impress people. But I'm just wondering, like, if women find out, like, if you go to church and there's a buzz about you because you're a virgin and all of a sudden you're a high-value target, like chicks are trying to get you.
Sure. I mean, I'd say like where I'm at, location-wise, and my age group, like most guys my age are douchebags. I mean, I'm in Austin, so we got all the College Station and UT, and like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a high valued target.
Yeah.
But
what's your diet like? Are you a vegan?
No, hell no.
Oh, he was about to fuck you up. Good answer.
Dude,
even if you're lying, good answer.
Just curious.
No,
I could see Hiller started salivating. Like
you want to know my diet?
Yeah.
More than
I mean, I eat a lot of I'd say about 3 times a week. I eat red meat. I eat a lot of chicken. I'm a sucker for hamburgers though, and that kind of stuff, like late night McDonald's. Like, I'm hungry, so I'll just go and eat.
Do you do the shake?
No, I don't. Unless it's In-N-Out, then I'll grab a shake.
I kind of wanted to go to McDonald's with Hiller and just have like just a cheeseburger for some
Oh,
reason.
just
We
a
didn't.
McDouble is like $2.89.
Yeah.
They used to be on the dollar menu, fuckers.
I just wanted to just
Oh, God.
say we
There's
did it.
nothing on the dollar menu.
It would be kind of like we both did something like we shouldn't have done in our friendships around it. Like, okay, we ate at McDonald's together. Don't tell anyone. Let's see if you know what I mean. Like, I wanted to like it to be something like really naughty we did together. Yeah. I wanted to have like a secret.
Hey, you did some naughty shit.
Easy, but okay, let's change the subject. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Tell me,
I love you guys.
Tell me if you lose your virginity, call back. Bye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to tell.
Damn it, Hiller.
What?
Nothing. I want to show you this. We don't you think that possibly Emily Abbott might not be telling the truth. But look at this. This is a 2-year-old showed signs of puberty after he was exposed to his dad's testosterone gel. He developed pubic hair and his weight was off the charts. Barnaby Brownsville developed a sizable penis and pubic hair at the age of 2. Doctors told his family it was because of prolonged exposure to his father's testosterone. So imagine if you're a dad and you rub that shit on your stomach, or if you're a woman and you put whatever they fucking rub on themselves, their gel, some vag cream of some sorts.
That kid is so fucked up.
That's what I was thinking too. We'll get into that. But that could easily happen because my kid sits like even today at the beach, my kid got out of the water and he's freezing cold, and I come and hold him and we lay each other chest to chest. And if I would have had fucking juice cream on me, my kid would have a fucking giant penis and fucking armpit hair. So you do think that kid's fucked up? Like that's gonna set him back?
That kid's fucked, dude. It's so fucked up. I mean, you get one shot, you go through puberty. The biggest thing, like the biggest level.
Oh, that's what you think happened? You think it sped up his onset puberty?
No, I mean, it's just.
You think he's shooting loads? You think he's shooting loads? You think that kid ejaculated?
Oh yeah.
My God. Oh my God.
I mean, that's what happens when you go through puberty, right? You just a shitload of testosterone into the male body.
Oh my God.
And then you start to develop like facial hair, and your dick gets bigger, and you grow muscles, and bone density gets. It's everything you've ever read about what testosterone does. That's what happens when you go through puberty as a male.
Look at father of the year,
Adam's apple.
This guy says that guy's father of the year.
The difference between this child and Emily Abbott is that she was a professional athlete, and you don't think that a professional athlete is going to take that sort of shit into account. If she doesn't, then don't.
Hey, dude, if you don't know your boyfriend's taking the shit and he's got it under his tongue, and you're open mouth kissing him. Some people do that. Some people kiss and they do that French kiss where they swirl the tongues around each other.
Some people, the silly gooses.
Some
hey,
couples.
We're all abstinent on this podcast.
When you closed your gym, CrossFit Alpha Dog, how long had it been open?
I didn't close it. It's still open. I sold my stake in it.
Okay. You did
and it actually opened without me as well. So it opened in 2013, and I became co-owner in 2014.
Oh wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So at CrossFit Alpha Dog, at one point you sent out a survey, and there's a video of this on the HillerFit YouTube station. You sent out a survey, and you sent it out to 3,000 people.
Yes, sir.
And that survey was, those 3,000 people were all people who had at one point been to your gym and filled out a waiver.
Yep, through Wodify.
That's crazy that you had 3,000. You've had 3,000 people in that gym.
Through what would have been 6.5 or 7 years at that point. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
Well, you know what's nuts is the thing, and I made a post on my Instagram about this not long ago, but I remember I had 1,000 views on a video in a day. And I was like, I don't even know if I've seen 3,000 people in the affiliate the whole time I was there. But right now you're telling me that I had. But still, when a video gets like 30,000 views, it's like all I want to do is talk to more people about some shit. And I just get to do it quicker and easier. That's why the YouTube thing is so cool to me.
Yeah, it's so you sent out that survey. You got the answers back, and then you made a video addressing those 3,000 people.
I wanted to, but I couldn't pull the trigger on that video.
Oh, that's the first time it's ever been seen?
It's never been seen.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry. Okay.
It was sitting on my laptop,
okay.
and I saw it when I was at the games editing on the laptop. I'm like, holy shit, I still have this. I'm like, this will be cool. Is it cool?
And you did look older. You look like a methed out version of yourself. You look fucking beat out.
That fucked up. It was so bad.
I have it in my notes, methed out Hiller. Meth head Hiller.
I haven't told Alexis, but I was like, dude, I don't know how you put up with that shit. I look like hell.
And you
Good honor.
wanted your gym to be a happy place.
I wanted to make everybody happy. I wanted to make, and it was impossible. For a long time, it was awesome. And then COVID made it impossible. You couldn't please everybody.
Hiller, will you work out with me in the morning? I think your wife's going to bed.
No. I will be sleeping in, and then I got a client.
Do you want to make everyone happy? Yes. Your wife wants to know if you work out with her. No.
No. I have a client in the morning.
Fuck.
Okay.
And so do you think you've turned a corner in your videos? Like you've realized, like, fuck, they put Jesus on the cross. He couldn't make everyone happy. Fucking some people didn't like Bob Marley.
That happened when I sold my stake in the affiliate. I had a former member, a really good friend of mine, actually reach out, and he goes, I'm happy that you're no longer putting yourself through that, because he was a member through 14 and all the way until I sold my stake. And then some, he stayed for a little bit, and he saw like the progression. He goes, you're back to where you were in like 2015, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And he also saw the downfall, and he goes, this is just very cool. And I responded with, if it weren't for that, this stuff wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to like sit there and like read Reddit posts and go, all right, well, can't make everyone happy. Or hear people like say shit about me that isn't true because they don't fucking know me. So
is there a moment when you became liberated? Like, is there a moment where you're like, okay, fuck it.
The first video I made, the one you hated so much, it's almost got 100,000 views at this point. I'm like, I'm just going to put this on the internet and see what happens because I want to say it. Right. But I was so afraid.
Right.
I was so scared.
And so you make that video and it's like, okay, do you reach some sort of like peace with yourself? Like, I don't care what people think, or I do care what people think, but there's still just nothing I can do about it. Or what is the, and do you ever feel it come creeping back as you get more popularity?
Ebbs and flows. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in general, every day I do something and say something, and believe it or I mean, Alexis is my sounding board. She hears every thought that I've ever got. And she goes, put out that Tia Toomey Natty or Not video you've been wanting to do. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I did it, and I'm like, okay, it's out. It's good. Feels good. And the more stuff that happens like that, yeah, the more free it gets. And who knows what the fuck else could come out now. Right. What do you guys want?
I know that makes me nervous when you ask what people want.
Why?
I don't know. Fuck what they want.
Hey, you got to give the people what they want, Sevan. You know, I've said that before too. To me, I was obsessed with video games growing up. And to me, I'm just like plugging away and I'm trying to figure out how to like climb the leaderboard. What do you think about that?
Yeah. I mean, like part of me
Everyone's
gets that.
Like, he just wants more views. It's like, no fucking shit. It's YouTube. Are you out of your fucking mind? You're gonna talk shit about the fact that I'm trying to get views on a YouTube video.
The part that's really endearing about you is the fact that you just say that. I think that's where you and I align the strongest. We just lean into shit. Your eyebrows are strange. I know, isn't that a trip?
Mm-hmm. Like,
look at, I'm gonna make it now. I'm gonna make a T-shirt that you guys are all gonna buy that has my eyebrows on it.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank God.
Thank God my eyebrows are fucking so unique.
I hope Alexis gave you a BJ for putting out the Tia video.
How dare you talk to him like that? His girlfriend's listening. His wife, fiance.
And I hope she responds with, yes, I did.
What do I have here in my notes? There was one more. Oh, you made a video about with Nicole Carroll about how cool that was that you got to meet her.
That was cool.
And
biggest thing about that video, and I want to say it as many times as possible, is that I met so many people that it was like, zzz, Alexis, she did it. Yes, I did. She's cool.
Alexis,
She's
I hope your mom's not watching.
That's the bad babysitter right there.
Yes.
She was walking over to Susan and I. We were just kind of like decompressing over in a corner. And she was walking over. I'm like, oh, she looks familiar. And she walks up. We stand up. I'm like, hey, how are you? She goes, hi, I'm Nicole. I'm like, oh, Nicole. And I felt like such a dickhead because I'm like, I should know Nicole Carroll. I should be like running over to Nicole Carroll. But after that,
go ahead.
After that, I mean, it was just an awesome conversation. And the coolest part of that conversation is when Souza erupts, he goes. Like, he's so smart. He had some stuff to say to her, and it was all good stuff. Like, I don't know if anyone knows this or if he said it on here, but he was doing what I'm doing before I was doing it. He was talking about the things that need to be heard at the level of the affiliate, and maybe I talk a little bit more games, but he's very well versed in the level of the affiliate, and he's very passionate about it. I'm sure you know that. I don't know if
he's crazy passionate, and he's not a hater at all.
No.
Like I mean,
he wants the best.
It's kind of like the guy we talked about who made the video earlier about the game, bagging on the games a little bit. That guy's he's not inside the fence. Sousa's inside the fence. Hiller's inside the fence. You guys are like, it's your family you're talking about. He has a shitload of ideas.
Sousa does.
This is going to be so weird to say, but he'd actually be could be the CEO of CrossFit. Like,
damn right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's smart too. The way he talks about
how his
affiliates run, awesome.
Yeah, he gives a fuck. And he's a smart man. He got a lot of shit going on upstairs, and he has a lot of ideas that he would love to implement. When you met Nicole, there is a kind of a superstar quality about her. Did you think that?
No. Because the superstars I've met aren't that cool.
I guess what I mean is,
she's too cool.
Yeah, but she has crazy presence. Whenever I would see her walk, she commands like I don't know. I feel like she's a superstar. She commands presence. Like,
I'm not good to ask that. Alexis will always say, like, I could walk up to anybody and it doesn't matter who they are. Like,
have you met Rich Froning?
Yeah.
Did you think that he commanded, that he had good presence?
No.
Oh,
no.
Because I get that from him too. Like he's just so fucking present.
What is the word you use? Swooning? What is the word you use?
Yeah, swooning. Like when you swoon. Were you swooning around Nicole? No.
I don't really do that.
You don't.
Everyone's the same to me. Like I'll like, I don't know. Did I do that with you?
I think so.
Huh? All right, next question.
Oh my goodness.
No, I generally think that I want to meet somebody and then they can go one of two ways, and it can either get better and better and better and better, or like I meet you and you put yourself back a step. But it's not like, oh, it's Rich Froning, I'm expecting so much, and here we go, and you're commanding the room. It's like,
Come to me, M.
M is the wife of the caller from earlier, Maggie and M.
Alexis is that's like something a vampire would say. Come to me. Come to me.
My lovely.
Come, bring your blood to me. If you were to wrestle Hunter, you don't see why I would be kind of afraid? It's like two big slabs of meat.
For the size of your erection?
No, not my. I'm always afraid of that.
From losing all the blood in your head and you pass out?
You guys would, it would be dangerous.
It would have been dangerous. There wouldn't have been an area that would have been, and I wouldn't have wanted to do it in the sand because I'm a pussy. I hate like sand in my eyes and ears and shit.
Yeah.
That's why he'd win too.
And I wonder, like, would you guys feel each other out to see, like, if you're both going to go 100%, or would you guys just be like...
There's no bit of Hunter that is anything less than 100%. Like, we started, messing around with your boys and doing gymnastic stuff, and he just did a backflip, and, all right, we were doing this. But I'm like, fuck, I can't do a backflip. I'm like, he wins.
Yeah.
But he starts off hot.
Yeah. Bruce Wayne, fuck that. Wrestling's the worst. Sand in the Wang is always wrong. I mean, it would have been It just would have been a lot. It's a lot. It's a
Kicking
lot of.
sand
It's a
at
lot.
Hiller.
You're both big dudes. It would be a lot of fucking meat, and it would make me really uncomfortable. I would be like, oh fuck, someone's gonna get hurt.
I got these buddies that I've known my entire life, and we played pool basketball and that sort of shit. And we'd be throwing elbows, and people's faces and chins would be bleeding, and people would have cuts on everything, and bruises come out of it. And there was one instance where somebody just started splashing at me, and I was like, "Stop splashing me!" And they'll never let me forget that, because I just hate the stupidest shit, like sand in random spots or like water being thrown at me lightly. But he would have taken me down to the sand because of him kicking sand at me. He would kick sand. I'd be like, "God damn it, stop it, Hunter."
I would. This
I'd rather
is kind
take
of,
a knife to my gut than throw sand at me.
I was in the bedroom at my mom's house, and I was in there with this dude named Travis Bajent, who was like, he was 300 pounds, like he was like probably 96 at the time. And I was in there there was another dude in my room named John Brezink.
I know that name too.
And John was probably like 225 at the time. He's the greatest arm wrestler who ever lived. And they're crazy competitive, and they were nemesises. And we were in my bedroom at my mom's house, and we were recording some VO for an ESPN show that I had made. I know, it's fucking weird.
How big is your mom's room? Because these are giant dudes.
My bedroom at my mom's house at the time was huge. It was like as big as this living room that you were at where we did the show.
Okay,
not huge, but it's a big bedroom. It's a big bedroom.
For some reason, I just imagined your mom having like a small room.
No, it was a big fucking giant
so this
house.
is better.
Yeah, and it wasn't my mom's room. It was my bedroom at my mom's house. And I had my computer set up in there, and we were doing a voiceover for some ESPN shows. And they're sitting on the bed, and we're waiting for like the computer to render something, and they start kind of getting into it a little bit, like pushing each other, like grabbing each other's hands, and it fucking starts to turn into a fucking wrestling match. And like there was no fucking way it wasn't gonna fucking break my bed, put a hole in the wall, knock the computer over, just fuck everything up. And yeah, you should watch that movie, Hiller. The movie's called Pulling John.
Yeah, it's on the list.
But anyway, it was 500 pounds of dudes fucking wrestling in my room, and I just like, Jesus, this is fucking not cool. This is not safe. Like,
So
I could have got
PTSD.
Yeah, I yelled at him. It was probably like 150 pounds. I'm like, stop it,
Stop splashing me.
boys, stop it. Yeah,
Who
yeah,
won?
alphas. Yeah, just
Who won?
crazy
Who won?
alpha shit. No, there was no reason for it to get physical, and it just escalated like fucking out of like in 2 seconds. And I was like dogs barking at each other. I was like, what the fuck?
Biggest letdown this weekend was Hunter's bubble guts.
Oh, you mean the fact that he's this Superman, but he's got a bitch gut?
He said that 2 weeks ago he ate some shit and his stomach
Yeah.
was like descended and huge, and it's slowly been making. He looked great, but he's slowly making his way back from shitting his brains out.
It wasn't my first LGBTQ plus experience. It was just my first GB experience. I didn't get to the L and the T and the Q plus. Oh, I got to tell you a crazy
comment section.
I got to tell you a
Listen.
story about I went to the erotic exotic ball once. Not this show, but it was fucking nuts. It's a ball that they do in San Francisco at Halloween. It used to be called the Hookers Ball, and it's this giant fundraiser, and they give all the money to orphanages. But you could imagine what it's like on Halloween in San Francisco. It was
I got a better idea after this weekend.
Yeah, what?
Nuts. and the joke all weekend was what? That I don't leave the garage.
Yeah.
It's not far from the truth. I only know what I know, and now I know more. It's like, okay. We were talking about the meth earlier, right? And how it's a performance enhancer.
Do you think we'll ever see each other again in person?
Yeah.
You do?
You don't?
I don't know. My friend asked me that today. Do you think you'll ever see him again? I'm like, I don't know if I ever see anyone. I can't even ever believe. It's like you said, you're in your garage. I can't even believe I'm not at home. I can't believe like I'm not at home right now. It's weird.
You don't leave very much. I don't want to. Much.
Yeah, I've been everywhere already. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm good.
You know what it's like? Been there, done that. I figure I'll see you again. I don't know where. California Hormone Games. You won't go though, will you?
No, I'll go to that. Because we'll do those at the ranch. We'll set up the podcast there.
You know what we should do? We should open an affiliate. You, me, and Souza. It'll be the hub of the world.
At the ranch. I wonder if you'll move to California. You think you see yourself moving to California?
We talked about it, Alexis and I. We don't have the money to move to California, unlike what everyone on Reddit fucking thinks I do. But I was looking at something that's something along the lines of if you make $1.5 million a year, you take home 700,000 of it, and that doesn't include like your house and shit and taxes on the house. Like that doesn't seem any better than Illinois, and Illinois is not the best.
No, it's bad here. It's bad. Stefan, I didn't know you directed Point John. Yeah, I directed and filmed most of it and produced it. Even if the credits say otherwise. And it was my idea, and I went to fucking 10 countries and filmed it. Yeah, and I went to Sochi and filmed with Alexi there. I filmed with Alexi in Canada, and I filmed with Alexi maybe in Warsaw, Poland. He was a good dude. He's a trip. He's He's like a real life vampire. Massive man. Massive man. Ended up winning the gold medal in the Olympics for bobsledding, maybe, or the silver, and the silver medal in judo in Olympics. I mean, he was a fucking real time. He's the real deal. All right. Anything else, Andrew? I appreciate you coming on doing this. This is cool.
I think I had something. I don't know what it was. Oh, are you going to do another? Are you going to direct anything ever again? You talk about this and everyone talks so highly of them. I'm going to watch them. And I try to call myself a movie buff, and someone fucked me up the other day because I just like stupid ass movies. So they're right. But
not any time.
What would it be about? You don't even know.
I would like to do. There's, I wrote a screenplay called 5 Years to Fornication. It's the 5 years that I courted my wife before I drilled her. I mean, made love to her. Uh-huh. And it would be a fucking amazing movie. I like coming of age movies. I like movies like The Boy Next Door, like gets caught, like, falls out his window while he's trying to watch the girl next door change. Like I like that, like, or like Mean Girls. I fucking love it. Oh, fuck, that was so good.
What's the other one? It's like
there's one that's just called The Girl Next Door. That's crazy. There's so many.
Dude, that's one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
My favorite scene in that movie is when he goes up to the guy with the tie and he just like wipes it with his hand. I think that's so funny.
And I hated that. I can't stand any of Seth Rogen's movies. I can't even believe they're so like super bad, and all that stuff is just
knocked up,
just garbage to me.
That's not the girl next door, though.
What?
That's not The Girl Next Door. That's a
different movie. No. That's what I mean. There's these two kinds of comedies. I also would. I liked I like that movie, the bowling movie.
Kingpin.
Yes.
The guy without the hand.
Movies that are so fucking outrageous, but for some reason I'm able to suspend my disbelief and go with it. That movie was just ridiculous.
How do you feel about Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh, loved it. Loved it.
You just went up another notch. Napoleon Dynamite's the shit.
Just loved it. Just like I'm able to
Dude, I did a presentation.
Like I knew those characters. I knew those guys. What'd you say?
I did this presentation in high school, completely didn't give a shit about it, but I opened it with the entire monologue, which is like, last week, Japanese scientists placed explosive detonators in the bottom of Lake Loch Ness to blow Nessie out of the water. And I knew the whole fucking thing. You know that he's just standing in front of the classroom, and I can do the whole thing. I can quote it. Napoleon Dynamite.
That's amazing. And you did that performance at school?
Yeah. And it was for like a math project. And everyone's
look how proud you are. Go back and look at this video. You're so that's the Hiller proud face.
Dude, when I was in high school, I gave this presentation. It was for an engineering class, and you're supposed to create something that's going to change the world and whatever. And I opened it up with this Napoleon Dynamite scene, and everyone's like, "Where's he going to go with this?" And then I texted everybody in my high school that I had the phone number to, and I go, "Hey, what is your opinion of the Loch Ness Monster?" And I made this pie chart, and everyone's like, "It's not real. It is real." And some people are like, "It's not made of butter." It's like, "I don't want to see your Loch Ness Monster." And it was like a pie chart, right? And I had like 300 responses from my high school, and it was a 40-minute presentation. Our classes were like 40 minutes long.
Wow.
And the teacher would like keep letting me go. and it got around the school. And then other classes I were in, they're like, hey, can you give the Loch Ness Monster presentation? So I was in a math class or in a foods class, and I was giving this Loch Ness Monster presentation. And it's funny because I ended up failing that class because it was the whole year. Like, create something that you're going to like change the world with.
So it kind of backfired. Your best work, you got an F on.
Yeah, they gave me an F. They're like, dude, this has nothing to do with the project. You get an F for the whole semester. And I'm like, all right, I don't need it to graduate. But then I gave it in English and math and foods. And then the rest is history. I still have that. I should make a video on that. Loch Ness Monster.
Foods. Yes, you should. Seth Rogen's Canadian total is NFL. Fine. God damn it.
Thanks for letting me tell that story. It's been in there.
I hate people just because they're from Canada. Fine. No, not even from Canada. Just that land mass up there. You know what? Unfortunately, Alaskans too.
We need a vote for Sevan shirt, like a vote for Pedro shirt.
I don't even remember that part of the movie.
A vote for Pedro? It's the whole shirt, man. It's the whole thing. At the end of the thing, he's trying to run for president against what's her face, that blonde cheerleader chick.
I have to watch the whole thing again. Yeah, Talladega Nights. I like those movies. I can't do any of the Seth Rogen movie. You know which ones I did like though? The Wedding. Who made The Wedding Crashers? Those movies. Was that?
That's Owen Wilson and the tall dude.
But I mean, the director and the writer of that is
It's stuff you know. I don't know. I know the actors.
John Lithgow, Judd Apatow. He's fucking great.
At least likes it already. Vote for Sevan.
Yeah. And Seth Rogen is woke. His Vince Vaughn, all those movies, the swearing in them, the Kim Jong-un movie was so dumb.
The Interview.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, but it's got one of the best lines ever in it. They're standing there, and it's like they quote Lord of the Rings somehow, some way, and it comes out of nowhere, and it just gets me. Do you watch those movies, Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I need to go back and watch them again. They're fantastic.
You, me, and Alexis are going to have a Lord of the Rings showing because I can't get her to watch it with me.
I can't do Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't like Star Wars either.
I watched all of them with my kids. I was like, this is the dumbest shit ever. I just couldn't.
This is 40 is good. That's Paul Rudd. That's your kind of movie. This is 40. You'd like that.
I watched a 40-Year-Old Virgin. I can't believe this has turned into a movie show. What the fuck is going on?
I just didn't know you watched anything.
Oh, so this guy's fucking kicking my ass today. This fucking
Sevan.
Canadian guy. Never going to say anything bad about Canadian again.
Bruce Wayne, Harry Potter? I did not take you as a Harry Potter guy.
So here's the problem with Harry. I watched one Harry Potter and I liked it, and I watched another one and like nothing happened. It was 3 hours long and nothing happened. I was like, what the fuck?
I know exactly what you mean. You probably watched the Sorcerer's Stone and then you watched the Chamber of Secrets. I've read those books through like 8 times.
You have?
Yeah, I would sit at the Barnes and Noble when they released the books, and big Harry Potter fan. Game of Thrones last season was the best season. You don't agree? It's the only season.
I was really disappointed with the way it ended. This is a spam call. Let's see what they have to say. Hello? It's going to be a spam. Hello? I really like Game of Thrones, but I was really disappointed with they wrapped it up too, like all of a sudden the last 2 episodes they just did. I don't know.
Did you see that they're coming out with that new spin on the Game of Thrones?
Yeah, the filming of it looked weird. The people looked weird.
I won't watch that because I don't want to get wrapped up in any more stuff that I might possibly like. It just
right, because you have videos to make yourself.
Like I went back and watched the movie. You ever see the movie Wanted? It's a movie I guarantee you haven't seen, but it's really good.
Is it with Liam Neeson?
No, that's Taken. Good, nice though. That one's good. it's a different action movie with one word, which had a lot of guns in it. But
2008 action thriller. Morgan Freeman,
Jolie.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
The big thing is like the curve of the bullet. That's the big thing in that movie. It's very good. But I went back and watched it, and I'll probably make a video, and I'll have a whole bunch of. See, the comment section loves the movie Wanted.
$342 million it made in the box office. It was made $75 million to make.
Is that good?
I mean, fuck! It's just so risky, right? Spend $75 million and just hope that you make fucking money back. It's so sketchy.
They got Morgan Freeman and Angelina Jolie though, man. And then the movie's
here they said
badass.
they were here. They said they only made in another place. It said it only made 134 million, and Angelina Jolie was paid $3 million to make it.
Is that a lot to pay an actress?
I don't think so, but maybe in 2008. Not if you're in California. Remember, by the time you put money in your 401k and pay your taxes, half of it's gone.
There's a comment here that's got big twists. Wad Zombie, he's right. That if you're into like twisty movies and I don't know, Bruce Wayne, what's your favorite dinosaur? Velociraptor, for real though. And I Love You, Man is a movie that I think you'd like a lot if you haven't seen it yet.
I Love You, Man.
You know, it reminds me of us.
I Love You,
But
Man.
I'm not actively seeking out somebody that I need to stand up in my wedding.
Oh, but wait a second. One of these guys has fucking cancer, right?
And I Love You, Man?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Fine. Then I'll take it if it reminds you of us. That's good. No one dies of cancer in this?
They're just like two goofy dudes. And
Does anyone die of cancer or AIDS or anything?
No, that's Marley and Me.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll take it.
No.
I'll take it.
What is this comment you pulled up? I'm trying to.
I don't know.
read it.
This guy, I just saw my name and I got excited. I'm a fucking sucker for my name. But he wants me to, we don't have a boy name. Sevan. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking about there's a guy who texts me. I probably shouldn't tell you his name. He's in the comments here sometimes, and he's in the comments on YouTube, and his name's Will. And I don't know what his last name is, but it starts with a T. I should feel comfortable saying it because
I've seen that name in the comments. Okay.
Yeah, because
keep going.
And today I actually thought about his name, and there's something about his name that draws my attention to him. His last name makes me think that he's smart.
You do know, so you know his actual name.
Well, his name on YouTube is Will Thibault or something, Thibeau or something. And so maybe you want a name where people like it has clout.
Will T.
I mean, like, look at these people's name in here. Well, the first name that popped up in my head, I don't see him in here anymore, but James Townsend's got a great name. That
is a good name.
Yeah, that's a fucking great name. How about this? Elise Carr Rideau. I mean, that's a fucking good name. Chris Birchfield. Jeremy Garcia. Nah, not so good. Not so good. I mean, it's a beautiful name, but he's not. Jeremy, you're what the fuck is that? Didn't that picture didn't your avatar, your profile pic used to be a picture of you with your shirt off? What the fuck happened? You hate me? David Smith, like that's a realtor. I Love You, Man is badass. Like David Smith's a realtor.
You know all these people.
I mean,
are they looking for a female name?
I mean, Jeremy Garcia is a good name, but he's like your PE teacher, Mr. Garcia.
That seems like someone's dad.
Seth Duvall. Now here we go. This guy does something. He may even swing both ways. Like he's a Hollywood type.
Just based off his name.
Yeah, right. Yes. I
used to have the one ring I'd wear around my neck and shit.
Carlos Ernesto. Like, so this guy's a musician.
Badussi.
Did he say something about the Badussi? Sevan, you should make a podcast just filming that documentary.
How would you film that? Because do you have film on it?
Of the Pulling John?
No. The 5 years of fornication.
Oh, I would just have to. I would have to just finish up the screenplay and then fucking someone give me $100 million and make it.
Why $100 million?
Because I just want there to be famous people and lots of nudity and sex in it.
Oh, so you have it all? Yeah,
I wrote it. I wrote it all out.
Dude, you know what you should do? You should get Hunter to play you, and then like Danny Spiegel to play your wife.
Wow.
And then the
CrossFit. You know who I would get to play my wife is get Danielle Brandon, and I'd put her in a lot of like sunflower sundresses and shit, hippie shit, braless, like a lot of hippie flowy clothes, braless. And they'd spend a lot of time on the beach together.
Who would play you?
Nicholas Joyal.
Ooh, good answer.
Thank you.
Damn, you've thought about this. There's no way that just came up.
Joyal would play me.
Holy shit.
He'd be doing crazy shit with Danielle. They'd be carrying her around. A lot of stand-up sex. Okay, I gotta go. I'm getting carried away. All right. I love you guys. Hiller and I will see you again soon.